Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we're pleased to bring you a Link's Awakening DX any percent tournament match. It is winners bracket round 1 for these two runners, Astronumous and Pink Batman 12. And it's also no wrong warp and no OOB out of bounds. And I'm joined today on commentary by Phantom Matt. And how are you doing today?
Doing pretty alright. It seems like you got a good handle on this already. I don't think I should even be here.
Okay, so I'm just gonna mute myself real quick so my mic so I can talk to the runners, but I will keep you company and try to learn more about this tournament. So be right back.
Yep.
If you want to talk anything about the tournament real quick.
So yeah, as mentioned, this is the any percent no wrong warp and no out of bounds category, which basically means that every door we go into has to go where the door belongs. We're not allowed to go in the back of the doghouse and do horrible shenanigans to the game. And no out of bounds means that we can't transition on a tile that we're not supposed to transition on, and only be within 3 pixels of a wall, because we can go inside walls in this game. It's magical. Other than that, beat the game as quickly as possible while following those rules, which are generally within 50 to hour 10, really.
Okay, and we should be off. Very shortly?
Soon.
Yes. Okay. There we go. Finally, on the actual Twitch page, there's a little okay, and there's one on the comms page too.
Yeah, there's the 30-second
countdown. Yeah, I was getting nervous because it didn't show up.
It's big sweats all over.
Yep.
Which par for the course considering this weather. My God, we're only making it worse because we're going to a tropical island.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And it looks like we are off.
So every run of this game starts out, we are asleep in bed, and we realize that we've been picked up off the beach by these two, Marin and Terran. Terran gives us back our shield. We know it's our shield because it has our name on it. Our name, which is generally something like "Ah" or Zelda. Now, because they didn't bother to pick up our sword off the beach either, we gotta go down there and pick it up. Just a nice casual stroll down south. So use the shield to push these spinies out of the way, so the shield's actually required to finish the game. Come down here, grab the sword, but first we're ambushed by an owl.
And I believe Japanese is the fastest version for speedrunning.
It is. This is the Japanese 1.0 version, which means that we can do some tricks and text is overall faster. So now we're going to be trying to collect 10 rupees as early as possible so we can get started with buying a bunch of stuff for the game. Astro getting off to an early 5. Batman 4, 5. I think Astro got something like 6 or 7? 7. So now is going to farm the bushes. So the enemies have a 50% chance to drop rupees. The bushes have a 25% chance or something lower, but the bushes never drop rupees. Don't trust a bush. Astro picks up a big 3 rupees to get solid 10 to start out with really quickly. But Astro gets his. Now we're off. So we're going to steal the shovel, steal the bow from the shop, and big air quotes, buy 2 sets of bombs. The reason why that's horribly sarcastic is because the money counter counts down from after you buy something. So you could just save and quit before it actually counts down any and have free things. But you have to have the amount of money needed to buy it anyways, which is why we need the 10 rupees.
And
so, no, go ahead.
Oh, and if I remember correctly, isn't Link kind of banned from that shop after stealing the bow?
Banned is a soft word. Killed is a stronger one.
Okay, if he ever returns.
When we go back into that shop, if we go back into that shop, we're gonna die again. We're gonna get shot by Emperor Mabatine or something.
Okay, because I saw that Astronumous got a little zapped.
Yeah, you get zapped for stealing the shovel. You go back and you buy bombs, and then you steal the bow again. Okay. But we don't go back in to die.
Okay, so you only get killed for a bow. It's okay to get the shovel.
No, you get killed every time you steal.
Oh, really?
Something.
Okay. No,
we just don't go back in after we've stolen the second thing. Because you have to be inside the shop to die.
Okay. No, that's why I was confused, because he got zapped when he was taking the shovel, but he went back in for the bow.
Yeah. So now we're going to be doing a trick called a bomb trigger, where we place 2 bombs within 4 frames of each other, and it makes the game very confused, and it explodes and turns raccoons into people. You know, plays music, a bunch of weird stuff. Because of how the sprite index, I think, works. It sort of just loads up the next available event, which in that case happened to be Terran turning back into a person. But getting the Tail Cave key, save and quit back to Madame Meow Meow's house, and then we just walk down to Dungeon 1. Nice and easy. Alright, so Dungeon 1. Lovely dungeon, very quick. We also get the most broken item in the game. So, if you had the ability in a 2D game to do whatever you wanted, Nori, what would you do?
Skip all the bosses?
We could do that with this item, actually.
I don't think it's allowed for the tournament.
Not this category, but there's other categories where we absolutely do. But most 2D things, you jump. And that's what they gave us in this game. And jumping is broken in a place where all of the walls are ledges. Because it's good architecture. It's a little damage boost, and it gets the Rock's Feather, which, as I mentioned before, allows you to jump. And jumping is very, very good in this game. Not so good in the remake on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Because you maintain momentum. But, like I mentioned before, all the walls in dungeons are ledges, so we could jump over here and trick the game into thinking that we're falling off the ledge and do a super jump. Which allows us to skip so many things.
Like areas that need keys?
Areas that need keys, just going around extra screens. It is worth pointing out that Astro is burning a lot of arrows. The arrow count in this category, if you choose to do so, is very tight. But here's Moldorm. Hardest boss in the game, no joke. Takes 4 hits to kill, or a spin slash and 2 hits, or 2 spin slashes. Falling into the pits resets the boss fight, and getting hit costs you a heart when you only have 3. That's kind of a lot.
And what's the general ending heart count in this category? I'm sure it's not very high.
No, it's 3 plus 11. 11 hearts.
Okay, so
1 for each dungeon.
Not horrible. Oh, because the heart boss prize?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have to get each one.
Okay.
So it gets more manageable. This is the worst part of it. Like, this is the biggest you will die moment in the run. And Pink Batman taking a fall on Moldorm. So you can actually hold jump when you fall down into the screen, and it'll jump you right back up and take you to the stairs. That's that sends you out of bounds in Old Link's Awakening. Or that's a wrong warp, rather.
That's not allowed in this category, is it?
No, but they fixed it for DX, I believe.
Okay.
So it just, the whole thing is counted as that ladder on the side.
Okay.
So now doing a bit of jumping through the forest, and we're going to go save our wonderful ball-shaped friend Bow Wow, who is a legitimate Zelda character, not from any other series. Original character, do not steal. But first, we have to defeat King Moblin. Generally, 2 cycles is the way you want to do this, with a spin slash and 3 or 4 hits per. And there he is, our best buddy, the original Zelda character, Bow Wow.
Okay.
Love to see him.
Okay, now I know who you're talking about.
Let's just lower this lampshade a bit further, shall we?
Okay.
So doing what's called a flock clip there, we can clip into the wall and push ourselves up against the rock, and we are allowed to be pushed a little bit further when the text box comes up, so we can clip through little corners like that. And starting Dungeon 2, this is the only place in the game where we actually need the powder, because we needed to actually start this dungeon, which is unfortunate. But rather straightforward. We're going to be doing a quick dip into here to get the dungeon item, which is the power bracelet. And then we're going to be leaving and not coming back here for another 40 minutes or something. Because who cares about finishing things in order? Certainly not a Zelda community. Quick little jumps, and I didn't point it out earlier. We have the bow very early. The bow is very strong. Kills most normal enemies in 1 hit, kills mini bosses in 2 hits. It's very nice to have. If we push those ghosts off screen, get our power bracelet, and we move on to go down to Dungeon 3.
I forget, how many sword upgrades do you get?
What's a sword upgrade?
Okay, so I guess that answers my question.
There is 1 sword upgrade in the game. We don't get it in any
Okay.
category except for 100% because it's required.
Okay.
There is a lot of things that we're going to be skipping.
Link go fast.
Link go fast, speedrunners go burr.
Mhm.
So now we're going to be doing this trick. So in this part of the game, normally we'd go talk to Richard without Bow Wow, because otherwise he says, "Get that filthy mongrel out of my house." Go to Candlelit Castle, collect 5 golden leaves, come back, he lets us into his villa. His villa's basement, and we go to this garden in the back, but instead we could just pause buffer on this pit until we fall, which allows us to move down, and voila! We just skip having to ever deal with Richard. And this allows us to get the Dungeon 3 key early. Now we do a little clip right here, fall down, because we are... when you transition while clipped, it's weird. It pushes you down to the next walkable tile, which is how we got in there in the first place and how we get out. And now we're going to go over here, and just like any normal key, you just wrap your hand around it and stick the key in. And start Dungeon 3.
So what's the normal order of dungeons in this category?
1, 2.1, 3, 6, 4, 5, 7, 8, 2.2.
And please don't ask me to remember that.
Nobody does. But Dungeon 3 is a unique dungeon in that this is the longest we go without saving and quitting. So we'll be seeing the power-ups that you can get for killing a certain amount of enemies. We saw the Guardian Acorn there, which reduces your damage by half. And we have the other one here, the Piece of Power, which doubles your attack damage, increases the knockback that your attacks do, and increases your movement speed. Gosh, I wonder which one we use. So now doing a little Dodongo skip by clinking off of those mini-bosses and doing a super jump off of them allows us to get over there without having to deal with any of the namesakes of this dungeon, the Key Cavern. And a little bit of a super jump after a failed trick there from Astro. Allows us to get the boss key early. And if you missed that Dodongo skip, here we do it again. We don't need no keys where we're going. Now just flock clip our way through here, slip on through. Also, Batman, not that far behind.
Okay.
Is starting up D3. And now here we have the Dungeon 3 boss, Slime Eye, better named in the German version, which is Gigazol. Just sounds more dramatic to me.
Mm-hmm.
And a little bit of clean movement there, and boss goes down quick as you like. So that's Dungeon 3 then. And I should take the time to mention that Pink Batman started running this game about a month or so ago.
Oh, wow.
And Astro has been grinding for a sub 50 time since spring of last year. The world record is somewhere around 50, and I don't remember exactly what it's at. It's low. In fact, let me just... The world record for this is 48:59, and it's very hard to get that time.
I can imagine. But it looks like if you're good at speed running, that it's something that you can get good at quickly.
Yeah, there's...
Pink Batman has gotten, so much better in such a short time.
Oh yeah, I think their first run was like a 1 hour 20 something.
Mm-hmm. What's their game?
Their PB now is game background?
Like,
I don't know. I assume they played Batman before this.
Okay. The Arkham series?
I don't know. We'll have to ask them when they get in here later.
What was the inspiration for their name?
Well, you see, I wanted to play Captain Falcon, but all I had was Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So we do a bomb trigger over here to start up this little cutscene with the walrus without having to have Marin. So this is walrus skip, and it skips all of the remaining trading sequence that we would need. And because we did that, we can't use our face buttons, so the A, B, start, select are unable to be used right now, so we die. Which gives us access to those again. Now we're going to run back to the desert and go shoot a worm really quick. And get the dungeon key for Dungeon 4. And like I said, arrows are strong. Take that, you graboid. Now save and quit. Back to the staircase at the river, and instead of going to Dungeon 4 like reasonable people, or finishing Dungeon 2 like reasonable people, we're actually going to go to get the dungeon key for Dungeon 6. Because we can properly count, and we know orders of operations. So these Armos, you can't hurt them with the sword. You can shoot them with the bow and arrow, which will cost you an arrow, and you'll get an arrow from them in exchange. But Bow Wow can eat them.
Okay, so...
And is not eating any for Astro.
Okay, is that RNG based?
To an extent. Like, you can enter the screen at a certain point, and it practically guarantees it'll eat certain Armos. It's all wonky positioning and how far he can lunge. But take down that Armos Knight with bootstraps, because dash attacks are stronger than regular sword attacks. And now we're doing the D6. Armos Maze Escape. So you really don't want to die here, because then you have to go all the way back and do it again.
Ew.
Looks
like he's getting arrows? Or she's getting arrows?
Yes. Okay. So each time an Armos dies, you get an arrow. Okay. Normally it's a 1-to-1 trade, but because Bow Wow is eating them, we get them for free. Which is very helpful, because like I said, the arrow routing in this game is very tight. Now for another trick that we haven't seen yet. We're gonna jump on water. Like reasonable people. We buffer until we see the splash of Link on the water, and then we can hold the jump button out of that menu in order to jump again. If we do this near a transition, we could just transition. Which is very convenient. And now we have Dungeon 6. Rather straightforward, we're just going to bomb things a lot. Bomb the dungeon, bomb some wizards, bomb the dungeon boss, bomb a wall.
And just out of curiosity, what is the longest dungeon? Because it seems these all seem to be relatively quick.
Dungeon 5 would probably be the longest.
Okay.
But even that's pared down a lot. Next up would probably be this one, if I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
Because you got to go all the way to the left, do that, get the level 2 power bracelet because we need it for exactly one room again. There's a recurring theme with only needing items once in this game.
Except for the rock spinner.
Once in the way that we do them. Yeah, the ones that we use a lot. But we pick up the little statue there, and now we throw a bomb here, do a spin slash, easy as you like. The wizards are dead. And now a series of neat little super jumps allow us to look flashy while getting in position. And we get the dungeon boss key. And here is what's called a shack jump. We get near a key or interactable item, such as a rock or something. And we can just do what's called a naked super jump off of it, which is, a super jump that we don't have to be clipped into the wall for. Now, Batman is approaching, entering D6. Astro is doing horse heads, which have a 25% chance of working. Gets it relatively quickly. I'd call that maybe like 6 tries. I can't exactly hear.
Okay, it looks like Bow Wow's gone for good.
Bow Wow is not gone for good. Bow Wow
really?
just doesn't show up in dungeons.
Okay.
We parked the dog outside.
Okay.
It's like Pokemon. You can't ride your bike inside.
Okay, makes sense.
Alright. It takes 5 bombs to kill Facade here, the boss of Dungeon 6. And this hitbox exists before the boss fight officially starts, and it gets to say spiel, so you could get 3 bombs in really quickly there. I think Batman getting the level 2 power bracelet. Very nice. Although it looks a bit low on health, so I feel like they're gonna take a death here in the tile room.
From what I can see, death warping isn't a thing in this game.
Not conveniently. We can save and quit faster.
Okay.
The only time a death warp would be faster is if we die after getting the Rock's Feather, I think?
Okay.
So, Astro doing a little bomb trigger right there to skip the owl coming onto the screen, because owls are cutscenes too. Doing a save and quit menu as she falls off this ledge, and now we're gonna Jesus jump our way all the way to some stairs on the next screen. Dropping lots of bombs for good luck. Don't know how I feel about that. Decides to equip sword. There you go. So the save and quit menu allows us to regain movement control while we're falling off the ledge. Otherwise, it'll just kind of like drop you straight down the line. Buffer a save and quit menu here in order to pop us back up. And then we just keep on jumping. These enemies are stacked up really close for Astro. And makes it. So now Astro's just going to be running, doing a save and quit, and then opening Dungeon 4. Pink Batman is well halfway through Dungeon 6, approaching Horseheads themselves. A bit behind on their splits. But that's tournament races for you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. 3 horse heads for Batman. So I can count. Alright, getting this cutscene with the owl. And it's annoying. All owls are annoying, including the Tootsie Roll Pop one. The only good owl is an Ori. And now that we've set our save and quit point as that cave entrance, we're going to run all the way over here, open up D4, and then save and quit back to that cave. Saving is quite a bit of walking, honestly. Normally we'd do that after exiting Dungeon 2 the first time, but it's a couple of months to a year ago, I think, it was found that that is faster and rerouted.
Is there any type of ocarina or flute in this game?
There is. We do have an ocarina, and we know how to play 3 songs, and we can play it rather badly before we can play those 3 songs. We're not going to be singing the ocarina.
Okay, so this category skips it.
This category opts to use the much better bomb flute.
Okay.
Because anything that we use the ocarina for, bombs can do better.
Okay.
We were inspired by Tchaikovsky.
Okay.
And here we go. Dungeon 4, really quick. Now that we have the boots, a lot of movement is very fast in this game. But doing dash jumps, going over here, clipping into this rock. I didn't realize that this was a trick until we started doing stuff for this tournament. So you just clip into that bombable rock and push the other block out of the way. Now another little super jump. Switch over to sword and shield. Well, not sword and shield, sword and feather. And worst enemies in the game are Helmosaurs, because you can only hit them from the back. And boy, they can make your life miserable.
Yes.
And we get a flipper. 1 flipper. Alright, Batman's positioning on this Jesus jumping has got me a little bit worried. Pausing rather early. Oh no! And Astro gets the super jump, luckily a second try. Oh, Batman. Oh, Batman. Long buffers. And makes it. Just in time for Astro to start fighting the anglerfish, which dies because, surprise, fish are also weak to explosives. You know, like real life.
Yes.
And it's also worth pointing out, we can shoot bomb arrows in this game. This game is the first instance of bomb arrows in a Legend of Zelda game. So what is Batman doing? Oh, they're getting the ocarina. But why, though? Everybody insists on memeing by getting this ocarina. Doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so that's...
This is not normal gameplay.
Okay.
It's highly irregular. So now Astro, having learned how to count briefly, is going to go to D5 after D4. So I assume that Pink Batman is going to try to do some glitches that need the ocarina. Whether or not they actually succeed will be rather entertaining.
You've never seen them do these glitches before?
Oh, I've seen the glitches. I don't know if Pink Batman can do them.
Okay.
I don't know how much he's practiced. The one that I know is a frame perfect trick on a frame that is not easy to recognize.
Which is why it's normally not done.
It's normally saved for categories where we just get the ocarina anyways.
Okay.
Or any percent noise, which is a miserable category.
Mm-hmm.
Because you fight the final boss fights with 3 hearts.
Ew. No, thank you.
And if you remember this game, there is a gauntlet of boss fights at the end. So now Astro doing Dungeon 5. Here's Master Salphos. This jerk stole our hookshot. So we're going to kill a skeleton. And the skeleton is coded to drop a key every time he dies, but he's only supposed to die once. Normally we don't have the ability to bomb him to death because, wow, bomb arrows were a wonderful idea, devs, thank you. And in one specific room in this dungeon, when he drops a key, that key turns into a hookshot because the room is coded that way. We take advantage of this in a different category, Hundo, in order to get the hookshot early and never have to bother fighting him, because it's slow fighting the same enemy 4 times. Alright, Batman's entering D4, hopefully that goes smoothly. Just a bit of Jesus jumping and dashing around until you blow up a fish.
So if Batman's going to use the ocarina, like how... Where would he... Like what part of the run would he start using it? Or...
The end.
Okay, so it wouldn't be until
late. The very last fight is when I imagine it would happen.
Okay.
Alright, Astro getting a little damage boost down by those, once again, totally original Zelda characters.
Yes. There's a lot of original Zelda characters in this game.
Yeah, original Bow Wow, original Mushroom Man, original Squid Kids.
The Thwomps.
What do you mean? Those are original Falling Pillarmen.
Okay.
And now we are gonna go kill Master Stalfos for the last time, actually kill him dead, and get our hookshot. Astro running? Nah, it'll be fine. They get an arrow pickup in here anyways. I saw that. Alright, it looks like Batman's doing the tile puzzle to get his flipper. And Astro is going to abuse the hookshot here. So it turns out that if you have an item on B, it comes out slightly faster, which we take advantage of in multiple situations. But we can also just use the hookshot to clip through that, because collision programmed well. Great hitboxes. And here is Slime Eel or Wall Snake. So this boss is the second worst boss of the game. We have the hearts to deal with things now, but it's also RNG which hole the eel will come out of. So you could just get screwed. Because you can really only cover 3 holes at a time. But Astro kills the snake, and Batman kills the fish. Getting very good on both of them. Now here comes the fun part. This is the run killer for a lot of people. So we're about to go back up to the mountains and go to D7, the Eagle's Tower. Unfortunately, we need a key to get into Eagle's Tower. And that key normally requires us to get the ocarina, go spend $300 getting a frog. Once again, totally original character frog named Mamu, to teach us a song that can bring things back from the dead. That's slow. That's real slow. So we don't want to do that. And instead, we're just gonna jump across a giant chasm. With sheer determination and hookshots.
And our faithful buddy to this company.
Our faithful buddy to screw us over as much as possible.
Okay.
Because Bow Wow sure can collide with the hookshot. And you don't want Bow Wow to collide with the hookshot. Because then it goes back in early. But other than that, really, really neat trick. It's definitely a wall when you're first learning how to speedrun this game. Oh, Batman getting a clean kill in that first major room at D5.
Nice.
Very nice. And I saw Astro got obstacle skip, a skip which saves a quarter of a second.
Every little bit counts.
Every little bit counts. So now here we go. We're going to save and quit right here to set our save position in case we need to hard reset, because it's faster than walking 30 seconds around the mountains. And set up a trick for later. So now we're going to use the hookshot, and there's a frame when the hookshot comes back in where you can jump. Astro unfortunately gets demolished by the totally original dog and falls, does a hard reset. There's one, walks right over and drops her again. You hate to see it. There are going to be some very strong words after the race. I can guarantee you that. Falls a bit early there. Yeah, this is why people don't like Bow Wow. Is this
Okay.
part right here.
There we go.
But third tries the charm. You can actually buffer that trick to make it a little bit easier, but there's not much you can do to save yourself if Bow Wow is on top of you. Now that we have that bird key, we're just going to run straight up to the tower. Which is the most significant case of we break this game over our knee that we have. Do you remember playing this game ever?
Only 4 hours in the rando version.
Did you ever get to D7?
No.
So D7 is this giant tower that has multiple floors, and on the second floor, you're supposed to use a steel ball to knock down 4 pillars. This requires walking all over floors, dropping yourself down, hitting switches, fighting enemies. That's slow. So we're just gonna not do that. So starting out quick, menuing over to Feather Sword, because we're going to do a super jump to start out this dungeon. It looks like Pink Batman takes a death somewhere in D5. I'm going to wager it was trying to get the boss key. Yep, trying to get the boss key. That jump is deceptively difficult. A bunch of people just have it muscle memoried now. But we kill a Zol in D7, and then we do bomb triggers to demolish this tower. Because, wouldn't you know, just as effective as steel balls for knocking down buildings is explosives.
I can imagine.
Who would have thought? And so we skipped like 75% of this dungeon.
Nice.
And Pink Batman gets the key first try back. Love to see it.
Nice.
So we do a super jump, skip a bit more of the dungeon. Hey, look, that's a high Nox. We don't fight that. Hit this switch. And now for more RNG. So in the next room are, once again, totally original character Mushroom Men. If they move properly, in that the top one moves to the right like that, you can do a super jump off the wall, bounce up, and get onto this platform, skipping the need for a boss key. And now, because we did that save and quit earlier, before we got the bird key, the bottom of this room doesn't exist. It's very strange. So we're just going to hookshot below. The hookshot's going to wrap around to the top and kill the bird off screen. Die, eagle.
It kind of looked like a vulture to me.
Vulture, buzzard, eagle. It's a nightmare.
Okay.
Especially if you try to do that fight casually. Because getting blown off the screen means you have to restart the fight. Now, once again, we remember how to count. We're going to go to D8 now. Which, of course, just requires a bit of running across the mountains. Pink Batman starting up his Slime Eye fight. Slime Eye? Slime Eel. Let's see how good their luck is. Alright, so you wait the cycle so that way you don't get hit. And first one is good. Only does 3 hits, I saw. And misses the second hook shot. That's not good. But gets the kill on the third one. Very nice. So that's Dungeon 5 done for Pink Batman. And Astro skips saving the damsel in distress. Of course, she got up there. She can get down herself. It's not that dangerous to climb down a giant mountain range. Now we once again slowly progress towards the next dungeon, running all the way up Cabbage Hill, which honestly, the cabbage, cauliflower look very similar. And you'll note that in D7 we didn't pick up the level 2 shield, which is normally required to get past this giant flamethrower that we're just going to clip into the wall and run past, because clipping in a wall prevents us from getting knocked back.
Clipping period seems to be a thing.
Mm-hmm. Where we're going, we don't need shields. And now, because we skipped the ocarina, this boss doesn't have a hitbox to start out. I think that's normal for every time you fight him. But if you do choose to fight him, he only has 1 HP. So now we're in Dungeon 8. It's totally original Turtle Rock, not in any other Zelda game.
Nope, not at all.
Nope. Our Turtle Rock is actually a turtle in a rock. Not some 3-headed monstrosity. And here we have Blano, who's going to try to punch our lights out. Unfortunately for Blano, we brought a sword to a fistfight. Now, a really quick super jump to get on top of these switch platforms, and we get the magic rod, which is the last actual item we're going to get for this game. And it's pretty good. We shoot magic at enemies. Now, you may be thinking, that magic is going to look a lot like fire, but no, it's magic. If you wanna go halfway, it's magical fire. Alright, Astro choosing to refill her bombs and arrows. Wise choice. Was looking a bit low. Jump here. And the magic rod basically kills all enemies it's effective against in one hit, but it takes a while to burn them to death. And there goes Cue Ball, and now we're going to do the Roomba Room. This nice little test of your Hamiltonian paths. And while Astro's doing the Roomba Room, it looks like Pink Batman got the bird key. And it looked fairly quick from what I saw. Can't wait to be proven wrong later. So we're going to do a little super jump to clip into this wall right here, and then do a super jump off of the wall in order to get to the boss early. We skip another dungeon, mostly 80%. And now we're going to fight Hothead. This boss is kind of random. You just gotta hit him until his face decides to crack, and then hit him at once on the way down, and dead. And Astro has gotten the Thunder Drum. There is only one dungeon left. That is finishing Dungeon 2 with all of the weapons that we could ever ask for.
Sounds good.
This can only end well for the boss of that dungeon. Oh, that's very interesting. I've never seen Bow Wow eat that cutscene halfway through. Very interesting. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, that's right. I never talked about Bow Wow eating cutscenes. So cutscenes are entities in this game. They're like enemies that you place a little bit off screen. And doing certain things allows Bow Wow to eat those cutscenes, entities. So you saw it right there. We saw it a couple times earlier. Oh no, and Astro messes up the timing by just a hair. We have to kill these 3 enemies in order. The Pole's Voice and the Rocks, the Keys and the Stalfos, in order to get the boss key chest to spawn. And as revenge, Big Bomb. And now, because we have boots, we can skip the main conceit of this underground portion. We're just gonna bonk our way to the top. And here we go, the final dungeon boss of the game. Gonna be the genie, who can't be hit as long as you have his bottle. So we wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots. Clip into the wall. Throw the pot. Because the pot's clipped into the wall, it breaks immediately because it's taking a bunch of damage, and we light a fire with our magic rod underneath the genie, killing him almost instantly. And so ends Dungeon 2.
Oh, that was a nice clean fight.
Oh yeah. And Batman not getting the Goomba Surf. I mean, totally original Mushroom Man Surf. So instead is going to do a super jump and a little clink off of this pea hat here in order to get up. That is 100% more consistent than Goomba Surf, but people like taking a 25% chance on things because who's ever played XCOM? So now, like I said, we're going to be playing the bomb flute instead of the ocarina. We're just going to do a bomb trigger, and because we have aligned instruments, we can start the cutscene to open the egg immediately. Such a good song.
Yes.
Alright, so normally we need to have read a book in the library in Mabe Village in order to figure out the pathway through the egg, but there's a default path that's left, left, up, right, right, up, down. Left, left, up, right, right, up, left, up. No downs. And that takes us straight to the final boss of the game, the Nightmares fight. Which we are going to equip sword and bombs for, because we're going to be doing a bomb trigger coming into this fight, which skips over the little intro spiel that the boss does. We're going to pick up the bomb and use it to pull out our sword without making a sound. Have the blob land on our sword, place a bomb so that way it dies immediately. And now we fight Shadow Aghanim, or Nightmare Aghanim, who is going to shoot out 2 energy balls and then has a 50-50% chance to shoot out energy balls or blue balls. We actually have an application and a manip in order to make sure that he shoots out all energy balls every time. That uses positioning and positioning of you and Aghanim, which works easy. And now Astro is going to stand in a very specific spot, do a spin slash, which locks Nightmare Moldorm in place and slashes that one to death as quickly as possible. Equip Sword Boots, does Spin Slash to start fighting Nightmare Ganon, and dashes Ganon to death. I don't know what's so difficult about fighting Ganon in other games. We just stab him in the head with boots. And kill that boss. They assume it's a worm. That's what I've been told. All I've seen is a circle. And now, Deathel Deatheye is the final boss of the game. It takes 16 arrows to the face to kill when the eye is open, or 1 boomerang shot. But we don't get boomerang in this category, because that's slow. And I believe that's 4 left for Astro. But the eye is not opening. The humanity. Oh, nope. Missed 1. How could this happen? There we go. Alright, so the time for Astro is going to end once she walks up the staircase and the screen fades to white. Burn a few arrows on the way up, and Astro is done with a race time of 53:49. Very good showing.
Yes. And I'm going to an interview. Oh, and she beat to it. So she should be coming in a minute. GG's. Oops. Wait, hold on.
Something wrong has happened here. There we
go. GG's.
Yo. Let's not talk about Rooster Skip.
No, let's actually talk about it. Let's go straight into Rooster Skip to start with. How do you feel about that Rooster Skip?
Bow Wow sucks and is the worst thing in this entire game.
I'd like to say thank you for allowing me to use an example to show why sometimes it's not good to have your friends follow you.
Yep.
I appreciate that. It was a noble sacrifice on your part.
Twice in a row, he just went straight in my face, and I'm like, come on.
Yep. Other than that, I have a question. What happened to your splits?
I'm losing them.
Do you need help finding them? Do we need to hire Leighton or something?
No, I'm fine with 4 splits.
It's probably better this way.
Also, I forgot how to play the video game at the beginning.
I mean, it's fine.
I was really low on arrows.
Yeah, noticed. I did mention that your arrow count was rather low because you missed a few shots.
Yeah, I missed the 2 super jumps, then I saved an arrow in D2, then ended up using it in D3 because I messed up the French press, and then Bow Wow just wouldn't give me any arrows in Armos Maze.
But hey, it all worked out.
Yeah, it worked out, luckily. Honestly, I'm happy I could just finish a run because the past couple days I haven't been playing too hot, so glad to just, you know, get a decent run out there.
Oh yeah. So now we have that man doing the Roomba Room. Nice, calming, peaceful. Got 2 golds in a row. Might actually PB, keeping up this pace.
Ooh.
Only 10 seconds behind. 104.28.
Oh yeah, you can definitely PB with this.
So, Astro, how do you feel about going to fight Happy with Sugar next?
I feel great. I'm excited for this exhilarating match. Gonna be fun.
And of course,
gotta fight the true enemy of all humankind, Sugar.
How dare you? You're looking for a fight now.
I am. But hey, I got a week. I can train.
You can go sugar-free.
For a full week. Hey, I mean, Goku was able to basically go from like...
You're talking about an alien, I want you to remember.
Fine. Krillin, over the span of a tournament arc, went from, like, kind of weak to pretty strong.
Are we talking Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but that's because they had a turtle, man. You're just talking about cutting sugar out of your diet, which is going to mess you up. Unless you don't eat sugar already.
I will not disclose this information.
How much coffee do you have? How much Starbucks do you have on a daily basis? We need to know.
None. 0. I don't drink coffee.
They have more than coffee.
Sounds like a villain to me.
I like water.
Sounds healthy to me.
Could be tea. Tea is also healthy.
Indeed. Dirty leaf water.
Excuse me.
No, I know. No, tea's great.
You got your herbals, you got your black, got your greens. It's all you
White?
need. White tea, especially.
Oh, yeah.
I remember they used to have this blueberry white tea back when I was in high school that they discontinued, which I'm really sad about.
Oh no.
Oh no, Batman falls into the pit. Falls into the pit again. This is the Batman pit from now on.
Oh boy. I think I've fallen in there too many times myself.
That's okay, no one's seen you fall into that pit.
You're right. Not yet, anyway.
Soon. Now fighting the genie.
Yeah, if he gets a good, nightmare, he can definitely PB. I don't know how consistent he is at nightmare, though.
Well, saving time already. So that's something.
Yeah. Yeah, he can pretty safely get a well, I was about to say he can pretty safely get a 103, and I'm like, oh wait, hold up.
In which game does Zelda run the fastest? Are we talking about like backwards running, side running?
Well,
running
are we?
forwards?
Well, Zelda specifically. So we gotta pick through the games that we play as Zelda.
No, I gotta
So there's-
figure out which game Zelda can run in. Just like Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past.
Zelda. Well, Zelda and A Link to the Past runs as fast as Link does.
Ocarina of Time Zelda kind of just cruises. She's got like one
Yeah.
gear. Where's Batman going? I don't think Batman's gonna PB.
Oh, he's doing rapids, I think.
You had the chance to PB.
He doesn't have.
just
He
threw
doesn't
it
have the
away.
rupees. He what? Oh, is he gonna see Mambo?
It's not a good idea because I know what he's thinking of doing, and that's the one thing that you shouldn't do.
Uh-oh.
So the deal with this song, Mambo's Mambo, is that it'll warp you to Mambo's Pond. Or if you're in a dungeon, it'll take you to the start of the dungeon.
Wait, did he get Ocarina?
Yeah.
Oh, so he could have PB'd with Ocarina.
Yeah. But no, memes.
Good memes.
So here's what I'm hoping Batman doesn't know how to do. I'm really hoping that Batman doesn't know how to do Death'll Skip.
I don't think he does.
That's good, because if Batman were to try doing a Death'll Skip with an ocarina that only has Mambo's Mambo, there's going to be some very loud screaming.
From you or from Batman?
From
or both?
Batman. I don't care. Because I can see what will happen.
You are a
I'm seeing the
predictor of the future. An oracle.
That's a strong word.
An oracle of time.
Don't like that title.
Oracle of curses?
That's a little bit
Seasons?
more accurate. There's only like 2 seasons here.
There's summer and not summer.
There's summer and it's... Oh, look, it's kind of cool outside.
Oh, hey, it's 65 degrees. Wow. Incredible.
It's magical. You know, it was looking pretty good for Batman until memes took a hold.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta get those good memes in there.
Yeah, but there's a chance at a good PB.
And next time. You can get a PB while versing Materia.
Maybe.
Which is the
And
next.
it's nice enough. It is the next match.
And losers round 1, correct?
Yep. Which actually makes me wonder.
Who's fighting next?
No, actually, I was wondering if we had a solid time on how long it should take for people to finish their matches. But it doesn't. So, in theory, you could take as long as you want. In reality...
Be done by, like, Saturday.
You really could. Like, if you wanted to, you could ping... Happy... Right now, set up your match for this weekend if you want it to be restreamed, and then you're done with your match until me, Dragon, Say, and Mashy finish our matches.
Not gonna lie, I'd be down. But I need to train, like Goku, who literally, like, probably tripled his power over the course of one tournament, aka 45 minutes.
Oh, that's true.
I mean,
listening.
that's fine.
He's also, not getting very good luck right now.
Nope.
Is it luck or RNG?
At this point.
Well, you can manipulate it, but he's not doing the manip, so he's just going with the 50-50.
Which, not as bad as 25%.
In other words,
Just
he's
feels
winging it.
worse. Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh god.
Just
Yeah.
failing miserably each time.
You know,
And it's
he's
worth
Pink
noting.
Batman, but who's Robin?
I don't know, is there anybody who's a bird in this? You got a dragon,
An owl.
you got a wolf.
Bat.
Matt.
There we go.
There it is.
Right.
Well, what else we got? We got a bunny.
Yeah. Oh no! The mold arm is free!
Oh no.
And, oh dear.
Oh, that's
Oh.
health.
Oh man. I'm not liking this.
Please don't die.
Please.
He's going
Please
to
try
likely
for death, we'll
take
skip.
a half a. Oh, no, he's not doing it. He's not
Damn.
doing it. For
could
a
only
second, I was like, is he
dream.
gonna take the half a heart of damage for the damage boost so you can hit Ganon? But
Has 27 arrows, just needs to live.
he almost selected Ocarina, and that wouldn't be good.
Time, yeah.
We'd also need to farm health, and that's not fun. Luckily, technically he could die as long as he just has 16 arrows. He can just repeat the fight.
Alright, misses one. Misses 3. Death is no longer an option.
Please.
You're getting bad RNG.
Stay in the
from
corner.
eye.
Well, it's decent RNG. It's just he's not.
He's
in a
low
good
health
position.
and he's missing shots here.
Yeah, he's getting a little antsy with it.
Gonna run out of arrows, by the way I'm counting.
He'll be fine, I think. Yeah, he has plenty of arrows. He's like, what, like halfway now? Or more than halfway? Probably needs like, I think 3 more? I haven't been counting, pretty sure.
Ah, that's it!
There
That
we
was
go.
clutch!
Yeah, there it
GG's
is.
Pink Batman. And it looks like he's in the
GG's.
waiting room. You want to bring him
Yep.
in?
Definitely want to talk about that one.
GG's Pink Batman.
Oh, thank you. My heart
You,
so badly right now.
you threw away a PB to get Ocarina.
No, the Ocarina wasn't the thing that killed
Or,
the people.
well, the Mambo. You got Mambo's Mambo.
I thought about that. I actually think this whole run is DQ'd anyway, because I don't think I reset at the beginning.
Just reset now.
Doesn't matter if you reset right now. It just has to be in the video.
What?
Yeah, you don't need to reset during the run.
I thought you had to reset before the run.
No,
No, during.
people
at any
just like
point.
doing it.
Whoops.
Okay.
Anyways,
Don't forget.
GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
Thank you.
GGs.
Well, you know what? Just there. It's reset. Reset for the VOD.
Hey, you did. It's a shame that you can't submit this to the leaderboard anyways, because it won't be accepted.
Yep. That's totally fine. At the very least, I know where my time can be improved now.
Yeah,
Like not getting Ocarina.
Or not getting Ocarina,
yeah.
not getting Mambo's Mambo.
Yes.
D5.
I did it for the people, okay? D5 sucked this time around. It was very unfortunate, although it was somehow still only 6 seconds behind my old PB. Don't know how that's possible, but...
Oh, Astro.
Hmm?
A person after my own heart. I read your comment.
Totsugeki.
Go play Guilty Gear Strive, everybody.
Well,
Which
yes,
reminds
I
me,
hope-
I have something to show you.
I hope you enjoyed the best song in the game. I know I certainly did. I was dancing to myself back here in Streamerland. But yeah, that was a run. GG Astro.
Yeah,
GG's.
I hope you do well in this tournament.
Yeah,
Are you excited to verse Materia?
I actually am really excited for this race. We both have very similar PBs, so I think it's going to be a really good one to watch and play against.
yeah, good
yeah,
luck to both of you. Good luck to all of you in your upcoming matches.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me just do something here. Throw this over to the side, and now I have to do math. Math is hard.
Oh, are you filling out the score?
Yeah. I don't know how Astro filled in the time. Not Astro. Xander filled in the time for the other match. But I'm pretty sure we just took out the colons for the time and put it in like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's worth noting, Batman, that you can just schedule your match and do it. There's no time restrictions on the tournament this year, it seems.
Oh, really?
Apparently.
That doesn't... I looked.
I thought I had to wait till next week. Okay.
Nope.
Well, I mean, it's also losers round 1, so you probably want to.
I'll wait till the winners at least go.
Nah,
I
it doesn't
mean-
matter.
It doesn't matter at this point, especially if you're in losers round 1 because you're still in round 1. Better to get them done and over with.
Fair enough.
Yeah, at
Probably
least-
won't happen this week anyway, just because work. But
Yeah, fair enough.
next
as long
week for
as you're
sure.
not- as long as you're not holding up bracket, it's fine.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's the losers
No way.
rounds that tend to hold up brackets.
I will be on top of my game. Don't you worry.
Oh, it's much appreciated.
And then tomorrow we have a race
I need to pull up the thing.
between Xander and Session.
So the next matches up are going to be tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Xander versus Sekian.
Oh, very nice.
Then we have Friday at noon Eastern is Nitros versus ATX Martin. Then 10 p.m. Friday is White Wolfos versus TGH. Saturday 11 a.m. is going to be Mashi versus Seisei, and then we have 1 p.m. Eastern on Saturday is going to be Dragon Churro versus some loser.
I believe his name is Phantom Matt, and he is going to win this tournament.
Make a major comeback.
I'm very excited to see all of these races. They're all going to be great races.
Oh. I feel like Dragon's going to meme and I'm going to lose by barely.
Oh, Dragon will definitely meme.
Hey, as long as he isn't watching me do rapids and laugh while doing bomb triggers and get rid of all of his bombs, he should be fine.
Should also ping to see if they're doing that other match.
Oh yeah, true.
But yeah, get your races done. Easy peasy.
Absolutely.
All right, have a one, everyone.
Have a one.
So hey Nori, what's coming up on ZSR?
There is a Majora's Mask randomizer qualifier match going on right now on the main channels. I'll send you over there. That just started at the top of the hour, so they're not that far in. So check it out if you'd like. And I guess we're going to call it a night. And thank you very much, Phantom Matt, for doing commentary. Much appreciated. And GG's, Astronumous, and Batman, and good luck in your upcoming matches. And to you as well, Phantom Matt. So thanks everyone for joining us, and we hope to see you soon. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.